So we need to build a barrier right here to keep their back and our garden more private from the road.
Right, down there, yep.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple.
Live free. And like I said in the video that we just did the other day, we need to keep prying eyes away from our garden to keep it more private so that people won't be tempted to steal from it if there's a shortage of food on the shelves.
And we're doing it in such a beautiful way.
So we're gonna build a barrier right here so that you won't be able to see the garden from the road.
So, of course, here are our garden beds that are out on the back, and there's a sidewalk right here, and then down the hill there is that little bit of a road. And we were just thinking about coming up with a real pretty way to just make the back a little bit more private. So we're planning on putting a real simple fence up. I think we're going to use something that's just wrought iron, that you don't have to put big heavy posts, and it'll just kind of go down in the ground and just kind of go right along here with it. Then, this is the exciting part for me, we're going to be putting some roses and just planting them right in front of the wrought iron fence. So we already have the roses, we're going to get those planted, and they should grow and kind of fill in and provide just a very pretty barrier, and then there'll be that little fence there. So I'm excited, and I found kinds of roses that smell good.
Now here's our road and our driveway, and there's Elizabeth up there, and as you can see, it's not really that tall. You see where her arms are, that's only about just over 3 feet. So the fence does not have to be real tall. Just a 3-foot or 40-inch fence, and the roses will grow about 4 feet tall, so that'll be enough to cover the garden.
Now these two roses are called eleganzas, and I looked very carefully to find roses that would handle like up to 10 below, because I want them to be able to be sturdy over the winter. Isn't that beautiful? There's like yellow with the blush, the pink around the edges. And oh, it is just the most beautiful, sweet rose kind of a smell. So I have 2 of them here that are going to be this color. And I'll be watering them before we plant them in just a moment here. And then we've got 3 here that were called Zade Rose. And they say to plant 3 of them together. So I thought, well, they're beautiful, I'll plant 3 together. This is like a double rose. It's got the cluster of petals. And once again, oh, just the nicest, oh, beautiful smell.
And that's the Zade rose right there, yeah, that you have 3 of.
Yeah, there's 3 that are going to be this double rose. You know, it's just a cluster of petals there. And this also handles 10 below, and likes full sun. So we'll do 3 of these. And then this one's sort of alone, but it was so beautiful. And let me see what this was called. It's Dolly Parton. A red hybrid tea rose, Dolly Parton. That's pretty cool. And a lot of times when things have been really bred to be especially beautiful and stuff, you don't get as much fragrance, but every one of these is wonderfully fragrant, and this is gorgeous. Oh, that is the nicest smell. So I got to admit, roses for me are as much smell as they are beautifulness. But these seem to be very sturdy. They're on very sturdy stalks. Nice big thorns, glossy leaves. So I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to give them a nice misting before we start digging the holes. And I've got some potting soil to help supplement. And I've got some rose food that I can give them just as they get themselves going. But yeah, this is spectacular. I'm excited. And then I've already got the 1 rose bush that's already been here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that does when it starts to bloom. So, you know, by the front porch. So, alrighty. Oh, once again, I wish we had smell-o-vision. So I'd love for you guys to see what these smell like. Oh, I gotta water, yeah. Make sure this is on mist. Here we go. Give them a nice watering.
All right, dear one, so how do you want these?
Okay, let's see here. How about if we do this one first, and then the 3 pinks, and then the 2 yellows?
So just the way they're laid.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. And then, you know, after you dig the hole, you want to put some of the little garden. Let's set this right here just for a second. You see me? Bill's gonna go get another bag of the garden soil out of the car. And I just wanted to explain that I have some rose food here, and what you'll see me doing is sprinkling very lightly around the plant, very, very sparsely, like it says, and then covering it with a little bit more of the soil, and then I'll water it all, and that just gives it a nice feeding. So to do it like every 2 months. Bright pink one and how it smells, this could end up being my favorite. You know what? The roses that you gave me before we got married, while we were engaged, those little tiny roses, do you remember them?
Of course not.
They're,
What are you talking about?
They were yellow with red edges, just like this. And they were tiny little roses. They were gorgeous. You gave them to me. I have those dried in a little cedar box that I have. I still got them. And they were the beautiful pale roses with the red border. So I think I'm going to be pretty attached to these guys. Yeah, they dried beautifully. Thank you. They're gorgeous.
Roses.
Yep, a row of roses. And now I'm going to put a little bit of the food, just sprinkle it lightly around the bottom, very lightly. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to cover it with just a little layer of light layer of soil, and then I'll water them. What?
You got enough there? You don't need
Yes, that'll be the big bag. Just enough left in here.
So I've got all 6 of these now planted in a row. Eventually the wrought iron railing fence is going to go to this side of it. And these are each supposed to be 4 feet high and 3 feet wide, which means from there it'll come out 1.5 feet. So I set these 2.5 feet from the walkway, so once they get big, they'll still have 1 foot there, so we're not going to be running into thorns in the rose bushes as we walk down the sidewalk. And now down here from the road, these will get, considerably bigger than they are now to be able to hide those beds. Also, the wrought iron railing, once we get up there, will help a lot. Well, dear.
Thank you.
Roses.
Oh, they are going to be I'm so excited. I love roses. And it's functional, but also totally wonderful and gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, thank you for all your hole digging.
Yep.
Mwah. I appreciate it. Well, we just wanted to show you that we planted roses. What am I supposed to say?
I have no idea. We sort of fell apart here.
Listen, everybody, thank you for just joining us today as we planted these beautiful roses, and we'll show you when we get the fencing up and all that too. So, all right. It's a beautiful day.
It is. Yep.
Live simple.
Live free. Be blessed.
Yeah. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Yep.